Alright, what is happening YouTube? This is GunsJS Tech Reviews, and today I've got a really cool video. The video today, actually, my phone, my Google Pixel 4 a 5G arrived a few days ago, and I'm actually using it to record right now. This is the inner cam at 1080p, 30 FPS. It looks really good for the inner cam. It's a lot better than my other phone. But this video isn't about this phone. This video is about, I've got some really cool, I actually did a video about this, pretty recently, and it was about me showing these cool, tech things that I was building, like some projects and stuff. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some final results of some of those, and I'm going to show you some other things I'm working on as well, so stay tuned. Alright, so number one, we've got, this isn't a project, but this is something I got for my birthday, last year. And this thing is really, really cool. Actually, I got it this year. And these are actually little, they're called 1.5mm JST 2-pin male to female plugs. And I'm actually going to be building an FPV system. I'm going to buy an RC car eventually, maybe sometime. And then I'm going to mount an FPV camera and do some really cool videos and stuff. Maybe get a GoPro Hero 5 or something. But stay tuned for all those videos. I'm probably not going to make videos about those, but I really, really want to, so if I ever get those someday, I will probably take a video. So, these things, they're male to female, so there's two different sides. So, as you can see, these are actually what's on, like, little mini FPV cameras, and they're really, really small connectors, but they're really, really useful. My camera won't focus, hold on. So these, you can connect these like this. Focus. Oh, my camera focus. So you connect them like this. They're basically just connectors. You can use them for all sorts of different things like that. And then you got like a nice little smooth connection. They're really small and they stay in pretty good. And you gotta pull, kind of hard to get them off. But these things are really, really cool. My glass is kind of crooked. So I'm gonna be, those JST plugs I'm gonna be using for a project later on. So I want to show you some of my projects. So let's go. So I actually used an old X-Shot gun. There's these big X-Shot guns that are like this big. And I actually made this into a pretend gun. It's actually pretty cool. And when you hold on the trigger and kind of like let go of it, it sounds kind of like a gun. Here it is. This actually took me a while to build. I took a Dremel to cut the back off. And then I also put this on to make it look like a silencer. And it actually looks really, really cool. I actually am going to take the labels off to make it so I can make my own label. And then, so this is how loud it is. When you, see, this is what I mean. You go like this. It's kind of loud. So if I'm all the way over here, listen to it. And this isn't a real gun, YouTube. This is not a real gun. It's just a pretend gun. It's like a Nerf gun. And then this is a spring from it. I actually was gonna use this. Ow! Stop it! The spring, as I was saying, well, actually, this spring just keeps hitting me. But as I was saying, I was gonna use this as like a heat coil for like a project, make a soldering iron or something, or I could use it as a soldering iron holder. I don't have a soldering iron, but I might buy a soldering iron and do some really cool projects. There's this really cool hot glue gun that I own. It's one of the best hot glue guns I've ever owned, and they're so cheap. You can buy them at Walmart and stuff, and you can also buy them off of Amazon. But this, let me see, Gorilla, you know the Gorilla Glue company? Well, this Gorilla Glue hot glue gun is insane. This thing has a low and high temp, and you can put the big hot glue sticks. And guess what? I got a whole box of hot glue sticks. Usually they're like $100 for a big box. But this was only $22. Alright, so here they are. This is actually a toolbox I got for my 6th birthday one time. I got like a toolkit. And so yeah, this is just a carrying case by Tool Shop. It's just a random brand. And then, so this is all the hot glue sticks. It came with a lot, but this thing used to be full to the top. But it's not anymore because I used so many of them in the past years. But wow, for $22, I think it was worth it. Okay, so I haven't really shown my projects, so I'm going to get into them right now. Alright, so this is one of them. This is actually a mini light gun I actually used from a little, this thing, it's a Fire Strike Elite, well it's a Nerf Fire Strike Elite. It's like one of the, these things are really strong, but for some reason I felt the courage, I just got bored of it, and I decided to just take the light out of it, because this thing had a light on the bottom. And then there's two bullet holders. The bullet shoots out of there, the light's there. And I decided to just take the handle and put the light on it. It seems kind of stupid, but I just thought it would have been kind of cool. And it actually works. It's not a real laser. something's gonna push this bottom part down. It's kind of like junk. I might throw it away. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, but maybe do something really cool with this, like make it into like a mini like laser gun that can melt things and stuff. So see the laser? I keep saying it's a laser, but it's actually not. It actually is pretty strong though. See? All it is just an LED light with like a kind of like a magnifier kind of thing. So the hot glue guns, the hot glue sticks I showed you, these are actually mini ones I had for a mini hot glue gun, and this was only $10 for 100 of them. But man, I don't use these because I don't have a mini hot glue gun anymore. But I actually use them for stables when I'm building things. I'll show you in a minute. Watch this. This thing that I'm building here, I don't know if I used the mini hot glue sticks for this. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I thought I used the mini hot glue sticks for this, but this thing here that I showed in the YouTube short, this little stove kind of heat element kind of thing that I'm gonna make. On the bottom, I used these hot glue sticks, which are the big ones, which were harder to cut. I could have used the smaller ones, but I had that measured to the perfect size, so they're all about the same size. And I kind of like took this lighter right here. I took this lighter and kind of burned around this to get like that cool burning thing, and I might do more on the outside to make it look cool. I don't want to start a fire though, so I should be careful with that. By the way, there's a channel called StyroPyro. He's amazing. You should go check him out. I really love the channel StyroPyro. He does all this cool techie kind of stuff where he's like a chemist and stuff, and he does all this. He doesn't really do chemistry, but he does like electrical things with giant testicoils and stuff. And another channel I also like is ElectroBroom. You should subscribe to him and subscribe to StyroPyro. Also subscribe to me because I do that kind of stuff too as well, which I haven't been doing any videos like that, but I will sometime once I learn more of the electronic kind of based things. Anyway, I have something else to show you. This is actually nothing really. This is actually from this Nerf gun thing here. Like the reloader thing. This thing used to be really long and had a reloader, but I took the reloader off, and I'm gonna make this into like a light up lightsaber, which I actually have the light stick for this. So this is like has a bunch of tiny lights in it. I built this myself too. This is actually a hot glue stick with I wrapped lights around it and put like this plastic wrap, and then I also put tape around it, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a wand, and I'm gonna stick this in this body somehow, which I actually might do in this video. I could actually hot glue this in here today. Actually, I might not be able to because this thing's kind of like, it doesn't really fit in there. I might have to cut it out and make it look cool. So I'll show you in another video the end result for this. This is another thing I've been working on. This thing is it's a hot glue gun that has a bunch of, well, what it is basically is, I took apart an old hot glue gun by a company. I forget what the company is. It just says cordless hot glue gun. But you can find these on Amazon. And I took the whole heating element out and stuff and did something kind of stupid with it. Not to lie. But I put this, I don't know why I said not to lie. But so I put this cap on here, put glue around here, and I was gonna put glue in there. Well, I'm gonna put glue in there, and what this thing basically does is you just pull down this trigger, it pushes down a switch, you put an input through here, a power through here, and then the output here. So basically, it's basically gonna be a gun. I can put like power output here, power input here. So I'm just gonna go do this again, just if you guys didn't hear me. So power through here, sends it up through here, switches here. This is actually a very simple circuit, and then the wires for the switch go through here, and the output comes right here. But it does need a lot of work. Alright, here's another project I've been working on. This thing, right here. It looks kind of like a shot kind of thing, but I was going to use it for like a game, for pretend and stuff, because I like playing like these kind of like realistic kind of like fighting games, and this is like I'm going to make like a pretend kind of like prop shot kind of thing, like in games, you know how like when you're playing a game and like you have to use this. I think it might be in PUBG, this game, but it's in a bunch of games. I'm not really sure all the games, but I keep saying games. So basically you just pretend like you poke it in you, and it's They're supposed to give you like health again in a game. Kind of a stupid thing to build, but I just thought it would be kind of fun to play with. I bought these little incision pokey things that you use for like dissecting creatures and animals and stuff. So these I actually use for like electrical wires and stuff. Check it out. So these have tips on them, little covers on the tip, so they won't poke me. So as you can see on the tip of them, yeah, they have those little things. But here's what I do with them. I'll actually show you this in a minute. But I put wires around here and wrap it down here and have the output here, so I can use like little testers and stuff. Kind of like, sometime I'm gonna put like a capacitor at the end of this, and then I'm gonna do like some cool arcs. Maybe I'll show that in a video. By the way, I did this shock table video, and it did not go well. I took apart the whole thing because the capacitor that I bought was junk, didn't even work. But I feel like I should do another thing like that. Sorry, my brother came in the background. I had to put a picture because I didn't want to show my brother, but he asked me something about, because we have guinea pigs and stuff, so I had to, well, he came out here to ask me for something about the guinea pigs, so just ignore that. Anyway, so as I was saying about those pokey things, I was taking like a video or something about that shock table and stuff. It didn't go well anyway. So anyway, I want to show you a little maybe one or two more things of some projects that we're working on. I don't know why it seems like a weird phrase. Projects I'm working on. It just seems a little weird, but I don't know really what else to say. I spotted this at a garage sale, and I told my mom if she could buy it, and she bought it because this thing is really, really cool. Have you seen this stuff? This is like a 2-part epoxy kind of thing, like glue, and it helps you watertight seal things and also seal like wires and stuff, and it actually works insanely well. It says not to put this on your skin, so I gotta put some gloves on, but I'm not gonna do this in the video today, but sometime I'm gonna actually work on my, my project I was talking about, my water fountain thing that went viral. It got like 1,000 views in a day. So that video, the pump that I use, I'm gonna use this to seal the pump, so no water leaks out, because there was some water leakage when, that's what kind of like the fountain was super duper slow, so maybe once I actually get the stuff on, it might actually work better. Okay, one more project. This, and no, it is not a bomb, YouTube, it's a battery. So this is a 3.7 lithium-ion 400 milliamp hour battery that I took from like an old. This is actually the battery I actually used from my hot glue gun, and I actually hooked up wires and a charging port and 2 outputs. So now I can power things using this battery, and I think it works. I gotta charge it up and see if it works. But this will actually be really cool for some upcoming projects. Maybe use it for an FPV system. I might actually use it for the FPV car project I said I'm going to be working on later in the future. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I actually was going to show you these, when I was talking about the pokey kind of things that you use for, like, incision kind of things for, like, dissecting. I was going to show you the things with the wires on them, just to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to show you that. Alright, here they are. I actually, put duct tape. See, I put the wires kind of coiled around here. Hold on, let me zoom in. I put the, wire kind of coiled around the pokey things, and then the wire goes down here, through here. And I'm going to show you the bottom part in a minute, but then there's this one that's the same thing. The wire goes down. So the bottom is actually something really, really cool. I'm going to actually show you it. So actually, this is the bottom. So this thing is actually going to have a capacitor in it. And this is actually going to be for a shock table. The shock table, maybe, if I make the shock table ever happen. Ow, I just poked myself. So these are just the 2 spark gaps. When you open this, I'm going to put the capacitor ends right here. And then output, like the power ends for the thing right there. And put a battery pack on the bottom. So that this is going to be a taser, and then these are also going to be a taser, which are hooked up to here. So whoops. So the wiring is a little kind of crazy under here. So let me just kind of explain it to you, if I can kind of get it to work. So see these wires? These wires go to here. So these wires come in here to these wires, and then they connect to these. well, they connect to these, and then these wires come down into the capacitor. So basically, it's sending power through these and sending power also through these. So this is actually going to show you that the capacitor is working, and so I can use it as a stun gun. I can actually use it as a safety weapon if I wanted to. But this is for educational purposes only, so I wouldn't shock anyone with this. Alright, time to wrap up this video. I gotta show you something on my desk real quick. I've been working, well, I have a lot of stuff on my desk. I'm working on all the projects that I was going to do this video for, and I want to show you all the stuff I have on my desk because of how crazy it took me to make this stuff. Okay, so here's the desk. Yep, I told you it was messy. So, this is actually what I used to make, hold on. I used to make this thing right here. This is actually what I used to make this. This is actually, Makita Dremel 18 volts. I used it to cut off the back. And then I've got my orange drill, which I showed in my last video, and I put a handle on it. So, and then here, I've got the thing I showed in the last video. It was in my front cover. I showed you this a little bit, but it's like a 24 kilovolt capacitor, which are really, really powerful and dangerous, so do not try at home. I'm not really a professional, but I'm going to learn how to use this, so even though I'm a kid, I really don't want anyone else to do this. Adults could, but like for kids at like my age, I don't think you should unless you're pretty smart. I'm not that smart, so I mean I'm not dumb, but I am smart. I'm just not like super smart to know all this like electronic kind of stuff. Here I've got a wire packet which I actually used to make the two little pokey things. I've got this mini hand cutter. This thing I didn't mean to say hand cutter, it sounded weird, but this is meant to cut like cardboard, plastic, and thin sheets of metal. Also, I think I said fabric, but this thing's actually really, really strong. I'm going to turn this off, safety switch, so when you pull the trigger it doesn't do anything. So, as you can see right here, you've got two little blades, you've got like a little vibrating thing. This thing's a little vibrator, watch. Vibrates back and forth at a very high frequency, and then put this on, and check out how fast the blades spin. This bottom one doesn't spin, but the top one, well, it doesn't spin. None of them spin. It just goes back and forth really, really fast. This one doesn't spin. This one, why do I keep saying spin? This thing doesn't vibrate back and forth. This one does. Watch. Here, I want to show you me cutting something. Ow, ow! I just poked myself. So I want to show you me cutting this bag. I don't really need this bag. I want to show you. Yeah, really strong. It's really strong. Let's do it again. What about some cardboard? Not a problem. How about some copper wire? So yeah, this video was a whole bunch of different things, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and about the things I said in the beginning of the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment down below. So all about that stuff, do all that, and I really have got some cool videos coming up. And please subscribe, guys. I need those subscribers because I need to make some money to do some product reviews. And maybe I'll do some sponsorships if I tell some companies if they want to sponsor me. So, stay tuned for that. I don't know if it'll ever happen, though. But, I never know. So, stay tuned for my next video. Okie dokie. Hot glue stick? Wait. Okay, maybe not a hot glue stick, because I don't know if it'll... So, I'll see y'all... So, I'll see you guys in my next video. Wait, I'm not seeing you guys. Never mind. So stay tuned for my next video. Ciao. Okay, that was kind of weird. Oh. So stay tuned for my next video.